Comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Yellow Couch. I'm going to let a few people get on here. Let some folk jump on here. Then we're going to get started. I don't like to wait too long. Because I know people have things to do. Who on there? Yes. Hey, Courtney. I got your husband, honey. I was hoping you was going to come, but he told me you was at work. And I can know you got to get the money, got to get that money, girl. Go get the money. Go get the money, girl. Go get it. Oh, we're going to wait till a few more people, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Some more people popping on. Y'all see I got my fam. Bruh, talk about, what you say, what you call it? Minnow. Honey. Yeah, look at your man, boo. Hey, Lori, y'all come on through. We're going to go ahead and get started because I am so happy to have my little brother, Raymund Blanding, the first man to grace the Yellow Couch, y'all. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to talk. And we're just going to get into it. So the rest of the month will be with men. So I got some more juices coming on the next couple of weeks. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I see people popping on, so we're not going to wait. Y'all know how we do. So just want to give him a light introduction. Most of y'all already know him. If you don't, you need to get to know him. He's a real stand-up guy. He really is. And his wife is Courtney Fowler Blanding now. And he's a father of 5. Which most of them are grown, ain't they?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them are grown. So, hey, they living a life right now. And he attends Mount Zion Baptist Church. That's in Belgium. And he works on the media and youth ministry. So he has his hands and stuff. That's the least of what all he does. But why I wanted my brother to be on here is because he's not afraid to be transparent to a fault of life, men's life, something we can't talk about that maybe we can get some understanding of asking questions. So, hey Sharif. So I just want to get an understanding of, we talked about it a little bit before, the culture of the black man right now. What do you see from when, okay, let me just let y'all know this. Raymund was raised in a mother and father home. 2-parent household. You know, that's kind of rare in the black community during that generation. But, and they still together. How many years?
50 in September.
50 years. So, we're going to speak on 2 different sides of it. Because he can speak on 2 different sides of it. Trust me. But what I want to know is, bruh, how the black culture of the man now versus how it was when your mom, with your dad and your granddad. And what's really going on and what you think is lacking now in the community with our black men?
Accountability. Dang. That's the major.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
You know, men these days, and I'm speaking to people younger than me, you know, 30s and below.
Now, wait a minute now, because it's a man in your range, in my range.
Oh, well, I can say that too. Yeah,
Let's
my
just
range
say
too.
men.
Yeah, men in general. They're not accountable. They feel like everything is somebody else's fault, or some of them, not all of them. Some of them feel like stuff should be handed to them because of what they've seen, what they've heard, you know, what Martin Luther King said, what, you know, Jesse Jackson said, what, it's just all these black leaders, what they said.
They misconstrued it.
They misconstrued it.
Okay. So with that, I want to understand, a lot of women I talk to a lot of women, single and married. And one of the questions from my single ladies is, do black men believe in marriage anymore? It's like, that's just not even on the table sometimes. I mean, it's not discussed. Either they've been married and they've divorced and they've been single for a while, so, okay. Or they've never been married and don't see, and they just not looking at it, or that's just not on the table.
Well, some men look at marriage as, and it's all because of the time we're in now. Mm-hmm. I can't do what I want to do. There's so many things that influence your thought now. I was looking at a video today of a resort in Jamaica that's clothing optional.
Oh.
I'm a married man. I wouldn't take a guy's trip to a clothing optional resort.
Right.
That's disrespectful to my wife.
Right.
So they feel like I can't live my life because I got to worry about this person right here now. Mm. When it shouldn't be that way. Because once you got that person, that should be your main focus. Mm. I shouldn't think about no other woman. Mm-hmm. I mean,
well, that's biblical.
Yeah, it's biblical.
So you've seen your mom and your dad, and for 50 years.
50 years, highs and lows. That whole time, day one.
Do you feel like you took a lot of traits from your dad, and is there some traits you didn't take from your dad? Because seeing him loving your mom, and I'm sure every marriage has their ups and downs.
Yes.
But they stuck together.
Yeah. Because it's perseverance. They didn't want to fail. Mm-hmm. I've been divorced twice.
Okay.
I never wanted to fail in my marriages. That's one of the hardest pills to eat. But that chapter of my life is over, and I'm in this new chapter with Courtney. So my plan is not to fail. I've always been that way. If I'm with you, my plan is not to fail you. I want to make sure you always know you're loved, you're cherished, you're adored, you're respected. You always top of my list. There's people that's never even seen Courtney in person that know more about her than she know.
Yeah, because of you.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time.
Boy, we need more of y'all out here in these streets. And I think it's men out here that are capable. I just think maybe they haven't met their person.
But then it's their
surrounding?
No, the circle.
Oh.
Because you got those that can speak on it, you got those that can't speak on it. And you got those that don't want to speak on it. And some of those that do speak on it speak the negative side of it.
Do you think that maybe when they were in relationships or marriages, something bad happened and they got bitter about it?
Could have got bitter.
So just like us ladies, we have our circles. We try to encourage each other. But then, we always have that sister. I wouldn't get, well, now I done got that. Yeah. Gwen, if I was you, I wouldn't get married. You got the best life.
You got that Tiffany Haddish and everybody.
Well, they've told me that. But for me, I want to experience it for myself, and I mean, maybe.
I can't go off of your experience to base my life on that.
Right.
And some people do that.
Right.
I don't.
Right. Well, let's switch gears a little bit. So, when you look at Anderson County, far as our community, what do you see?
I see a lot of social media influenced individuals. Meaning, I want to be just like that. I want to be just like Lil Wayne. I want to be like whoever that can smoke weed and drink and chase women and spend money. That's who I want to be like. So if I can get an inkling, a taste of that, if I can walk around with $100 in my pocket all day long, I'm almost there. But it's not true. It's a false sense.
It's a false image. Now, they spoke of that in the word, that there will be false images and, and I really believe that's what's going on with social media. But I don't understand, like in Anderson with the men, the young guys, that they feel they have to go and shoot up places. Is that to show that they're a man? Or are they playing video games?
They're playing video games.
And thinking, if I shoot you, because in your mind, you shoot these people in the games and they come back or whatever, or it's not real. So are they brainwashed that badly think that they're playing a game?
They are, but see, I can't blame it on that because it's a decision. And I'm telling you why I say it's a decision.
Well, yeah.
If somebody came and shot in here right now, what's the first thing they're going to do?
Well, run.
Exactly. Why'd you run?
Right, because you didn't have no business doing it.
You knew it was wrong. You did it.
That's what I can't comprehend. I just cannot comprehend what happened. What happened between? Because, okay, I'm going to speak on my generation. So, ladies that's kind of in my generation, in your 50s, and just in your 50s, I think would probably be my generation. We would go out, and you was out there just a tad at the end. We would go to the skate rink. We would go to the McDuffie dances. If somebody had a riff, they would fight, knock each other head off. But we wouldn't come with guns. And then probably next week or two, y'all talking again.
Yeah.
But if you kill that person, ain't no more talking, baby. So what happened? What dynamic happened to our children now? I'm gonna give you what I think, but I'm gonna let you go. No, you go ahead first, and then I'm gonna piggyback off you.
It's accountability. There's always loopholes. You know, I had a friend get killed years ago, and a lot of people know who I'm talking about when I say this. He was shot. The person that shot him was arrested. The person that was arrested got off because this person passed away. The reason they say he died, the reason he got off, because he died from the infection. He didn't die from the gunshot. There's always a loophole. Why is there loopholes? Why is there people on death row for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? Dylan Ruth's perfect example. He walked in that church, shot those 9 people. We know he did it. Why he have a trial? Why he on death row? Why are we feeding him every day? I know I'm not God, so I can't take a life.
Right.
But I feel like jails and all that stuff would be a whole lot smaller and crime be a whole lot less if there wasn't a loophole.
Well, we know prisons are money makers.
They are. And they are.
It's easy to throw them in there. But I'm going to tell you what I think the situation is. There's no more grandmamas that held you accountable, and you had to see grandmama about everything you did. It didn't matter if you kissed the boy. You gonna go see grandmama. Grandmama gonna tell you ain't got no business out there kissing no boy.
Little fast butt.
Right. The grandmamas, we don't have grandmamas anymore, y'all. Grandmamas now, they out there with their daughters doing their thing.
Exactly.
So I think that generation, when we started
being friends instead of being parents.
But I think when the church got taken out of the equation. Now, every now and then there'd be a fast girl come to the church, she'd be pregnant. Everybody was like, oh my God, she pregnant. That was that was embarrassing to be pregnant. Now, young girls left and right. But I think the equation, because grandmama gonna make you go to church, whether, it didn't matter what age you were, you're going to church. And I think,
sure.
You could have partied all night before and just coming in the house, but you going to church. So I think the dynamics of that wisdom has been X'd out. Because everybody know everything.
It's fading.
Yeah. I already know what I'm doing. I know I'm grown. We quit to saying we grown, but then we get out here and do grown people things and get messed up because we really ain't learned nothing.
Then you want to run back to the wisdom. Instead of listening to it in the first place.
Right. That's what I think. That's just what I think. And I think, absent fathers, for whatever reason, I'm not blaming, I'm not shaming, I'm just saying for whatever reason, our black men have got to have some kind of leadership.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
And masculine leadership.
And transparency and openness. Because that like I expressed to you earlier, I'm that type of person. I want to be able to, if I walk in the mall, can I talk to you right quick? Yo, what you got? Can you help me with this? I've had kids come to me, can you help me how to build my credit? Can you help me how to get cars? Can you help me how to do?
That's what I was going to say. They want that.
Yeah.
They really want that.
And I'm that type of person, okay, what you got? What you trying to do? I don't mind helping.
Yeah. But a lot of the guys don't feel trusting enough.
What you mean trusting enough?
Because of the way they were raised. They probably, they might have seen like Uncle Joe, but he was doing his thing, and they thought that's how life was. But when they see a man really got it together, it looks out of their league, and they don't want to. Men, y'all prideful.
But like I said, when I go with men, like Dad looked at as simps.
Well, what I'm saying is, and then they see that, like they'll see you, and they'll want to ask questions. I don't believe these guys want to live like this. I really think they want to do better, and so men got to get to that inner man. Women, we cannot get that. We can only do so much. A man has to get to that part in his heart to pull out. I can be just like him. I can do that. I can go to college. Or if I don't go to college, I can get a good job and learn how to keep my credit and learn how to and sit and watch and learn how to treat my woman right and different things like that. But it's got to be a man to do it. And I'm just praying, and that's the prayer I pray all the time, that somebody here in Anderson will pick up that mantle. And that's one reason I'm having you guys come on, just to get a pool of men of different backgrounds. It ain't got to be, all different backgrounds that's going to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Now, I'm open to organize, but I don't want to take it on. But I can put it together. Yeah. But I need men that's going to go, who's going to stand up. They're going to stand and take whatever it needs to.
I don't mind doing that, And I'm not an organizer. I can tell you, I'm not an organizer. Well, but I'm not a follower either. You give me a pad, okay, let's do this. How you want to do this? I can give you an idea. We can do this. We can go there. We can do all that. So organization, man, I'm not that good at. But that's part of my problem with my faith. I need to build my faith on that.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm there with you though. I'm there with you though.
And I know it's not going to happen overnight, but a ball has got to start rolling for our black men, because Anderson has got too much talent, and I could just go on about different avenues how things could work better, that black men would see better. They see promise. Sometimes they don't see promise. They don't.
A lot of it. So actually, let's go back to the video game thing. I got a guy can sit there and play video games all day long, no problem, but can't go outside and change the tire on the car.
No, they can't.
You can't check your oil in your girl car.
Don't know how.
You can't turn a screwdriver. You know what a flathead and filter head is.
That goes back to granddaddy and daddy.
Yeah.
Showing them, boy, get out here.
Yeah.
But like I said, all those video games, social media has distracted.
It's just a distraction.
And the enemy is using that. And I don't know. Something's got to be done. That is
and it hurts me too when I see it. When I see it hurts me.
Near to my heart, because I know it's a lot of
potential. It's a whole lot of potential in Anderson. It's a whole lot of people in Anderson that know a lot of people that can network, but you don't want to do it. And I can I'm one of them. I know people in a lot of places, but I just don't network like that. I mean, it's just, I guess I've always been that quiet, sit back person. When you ask me, I got your answer. But
that's why you're on the yellow couch. We're getting this information, and I don't see many men on here tonight. I was hoping, and they may come on later, but the potential of something coming together. And so, like you said, a lot of people, and we don't know our sources or resources unless we open our mouth.
Open the mouth, yeah. I think about a lot of things. I know we're harping on too, bouncing around, but
that's all right. We're just talking.
When I was a football coach, one thing I saw and I couldn't stand is when coaches stack their teams. You get all these star players. Every one of your players is a star. I come up, every one of my players green. They never played football, basketball day in their life. You got this star team. Can't nobody touch y'all. No. Lose that one game. Those kids are terrible. They're awful after that. They don't want to do it no more. You don't teach them how to fail and come back. Right. You teach them how to just to win, and that's it. They're making life easy. It's not like that. You got to fight for everything. Well,
when you came up in high school playing football, y'all lost, but you didn't give up.
Played 3 years straight.
Yeah.
And was proud of it.
Yeah. But failure will strengthen you.
Yeah.
It will make you better, because you're going to be like, because anytime I fail at something, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I know not to do that. Again, I got to go another route.
I mean, I keep hopping on the video games.
Right.
They can play games infinity now.
Oh,
Back when we were coming up, you had 3 men. You lost them 3 men. You had to go back in and start the game over and figure out what I did wrong.
That's right. It's no end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true, ain't it? It did end.
Yeah, it ended. You had to start over and figure out what I did wrong.
And now it just goes on.
On and on and on. It never stops. Like living life.
And on. And I never realized that. Wow. So you'll sit there as long as it keeps going.
So it's time to eat, go to the bathroom. Yep.
My.
I never got into that. I have an Atari 2600.
Atari?
At the house. And I'm proud of it.
Because that's where you stop.
Yeah.
Hit Atari.
I mean, me and Court got a game system at the house that got all the game on, but I don't even plug it up. It ain't hooked to the internet, nothing like that. It's just a game system.
Right.
I can play games, that's it.
Right.
But I ain't got to play nobody in Germany.
Wow. And see, that's another thing. We've got too much. In the word, it did say every generation will get weaker. But wiser. Wiser in the fact of they can do all this. They can connect with somebody on the other side of the earth, but don't know how to go out and do basic everyday things.
That's where the weakness comes in.
Because this generation, and I can only speak about my nieces and nephews. They're what is it? Not common sense, but everyday. Hey, how you doing? Being in a space with people and knowing how to conversate and. They just sit there and look like they in a whole nother world.
You go to drive-through, what do you see? Know how you doing?
Nothing. Those common things they don't know. And then when you say something, because I'm old school, and I'll say something, and they look at me like I'm crazy. No, y'all are disrespectful.
It's not a lot of yes sir, no ma'am.
Oh, please.
None of that no more.
Please.
I still do that.
And I do too.
Yeah.
And it be people younger than me. Sometimes I'll be like, yes, ma'am. It's just, I'm just saying, times have definitely
even
changed.
I make a phone call, if I call somebody, they be like, it's a T-Mobile, can I help you? Hey, how you doing today? That's how I greet you.
Right.
Because you might be having a bad day, but that one little phrase might be like, oh, you really care.
Yes.
It's simple things people don't understand can change their whole life.
Right. So I think we're getting ready to have an election, aren't we? So
we're not gonna touch on that right now.
But I think we are.
Yeah, locally, yeah.
When is it? I need to make sure.
Oh, I'm not sure.
And another thing, and maybe but I'm not hearing a lot about it.
You're not.
But we have some black people that are running though.
I know if let's see,
Tanya
Winbush is running for, I think District 3, I think.
Yeah, I saw her sign, and then the
Sellers is running for.
Is it?
I think either he is or he talked to me about it.
Okay.
Pastor Sellers from Evergreen.
Okay.
That was one of the two I knew of. I know Tanya because Tanya been doing it for a while.
Now, and I know Miss B. Thompson's son is running for something. What is his name? I can't think of his name. But we should know about that.
Yeah,
and then aren't they running? Aren't they having a mayor's race too?
Mm-hmm. Yep. See,
now we complain about Anderson,
but nobody knows about this stuff though. It's not really publicized.
See, that's a problem.
It's more.
I bet they know all about it.
Oh yeah, they know. They know.
That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Should I get on? I mean, should we all get on that more? Yeah. I mean, this is an eye opener right here for all of us. I need to get home research. Okay, who's running in my local seats?
Right. And then a lot of those places we can go to those meetings.
Oh yeah, they had one in Honey Path yesterday, I think.
And I just think we need to know.
Yeah,
we need to know these things.
Yeah,
we need to know these things, and in order so we can stop complaining. Because I complain about everything, and I'm like, well, if I complain, I need to be going to some of these meetings.
Yeah.
And seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Let me ask you, why you think? Because somebody asked me this. Why you think men don't have conferences? Like women have conferences. Why do you think y'all don't? Now I see some, but they're basically in Greenville. Why are they not happening here in Anderson?
That's a good question, and I know some people around just more entitled to the streets, or whatever. But like in Greenville, you got more metro. You got people with businesses that's trying to go somewhere, that's trying to do stuff. You don't have a lot of that in Anderson.
But we have these churches. We got a lot of. I'm
They
curious.
They don't want to be in the church environment either. Once you say a church is holding something, a lot of people get in their mind, okay, it's gonna be all about church, reading Bible, and singing hymns the whole time. That's
is
the
that how
mind
men
frame.
think?
Yeah, that's how men think. Even though it's not true, it may not be true, but it's just the society we're in now. They think if a church is holding something, it's gonna be churchy.
Well, why do you think men are not in the churches and serving more so than women? Because y'all know we on every. Hey Sam, I'm glad you on, bruh. Cause he gonna be on next week, y'all. It's gonna be woo woo. I don't know if I'm be able to sit on this couch with him, honey. But I don't what do you think it is? Because back in the day, our men were in church, but what is it now? I mean, I know it's a different. Like we talked about earlier, the older men are not prepping y'all.
They're not prepping us, to
take the position up next. And that's why there's only a handful of people in the churches now.
And some churches are so resistant to change. You got to modernize things now.
You got to meet people where
they are.
And you got to get out there and see what's really going on outside these church doors. And when they come in, don't make them feel inferior.
Yeah.
Because we all got a story.
Don't make them, because some people make you feel like you're perfect. If you're a pastor, you're supposed to be perfect. No.
Well, some of them already in heaven anyway, you know.
What you mean?
Some of the preachers, you know, some of them ain't never done nothing. They already in heaven. And that's not right, because we all done been through something.
Everybody has a past.
So we can relate to old girl coming in looking like she, whatever. But somebody done been in that same position and can go pour into that girl.
Everybody's been in that position
vice versa.
in one way or another.
Right. So that's why I don't understand why men are not having more conferences to try to bring the men in.
Man, that's something we need to research some of our pastoral leaders and everything. You know, why we're not doing this.
Because I can guarantee you a lot of them, and I know some that are pastors now that was big OGs back in the day.
I know a lot of them.
And if they can't grab what's out here now, then well, there it is. So we need to, like I said, we have to meet the people where they are, and you have to be transparent to a point.
Yeah.
Because how they already think they think they already feel inferior.
Inferior, yep.
So they feel like they don't already feel low anyway. And then the men, but if I come up to you, and I'm a male, and I come up to you, and I've been divorced 2 times. You said 2, right?
Yeah.
2 times. I feel defeated. You can speak into me about that.
And I do it. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I do it just random people.
Right.
People, I'm going through the I can't go out. Why you stop living?
Okay, Sammy said, nah, it's people done got tired of the church. Well, I can understand what you're saying, Sammy, because of that. Because they feel like
they're categorized. That's what it is.
And the church, back in the day, if you couldn't go nowhere, you could go to the church. Call Big Mama or the mother of the church. Yeah. She gonna pull you, baby, come in. She gonna pull you to the side, and she gonna speak life into you. And that is all some of these men and women and these girls and guys need. It's just they just need
but
that. But
then you got all these mega churches around here too. Mega churches to me, and I don't want to offend nobody when I say this, that's a bigger problem.
We ain't got that many around here in Anderson, though.
But I mean, just in general.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be part of the mega church. Why?
Well, because it's easy to hide.
Well,
there you go. You're not accountable for anything.
You're not accountable.
I can speak on that because I done that once. Because, I ain't got to do nothing. I don't have to reveal what God has really put into me. I don't want to work. Because, I don't want to do it. My flesh don't want to do it. So I can hide. I can get what I think I'm getting and I need. But yet still, and then I'm gone. I ain't got to do no extra. Oh, but I went to church.
Yeah.
So that's me. I don't know. Anybody go to mega church? Okay, that's good and fine, but that's
I'm not knocking
me.
them if that's what you want.
What presence does the church have now outside of their building? Velocity vibes. Exactly. We got to get outside because it's people out here hurting. And broken. And don't know nothing about even coming into a church, much less knowing about church. So, I just still say Anderson needs a big revival, an old-fashioned revival, the tent revival out in the field, and everybody come as they come, and I believe, and grabbing up people. Okay, Jarvis says it's because of the image of the church now. Is it real or just a show? Well, you know that guy, he got on there. What was his name? That comedian, huh?
I see his face.
Yeah, a hurt dog or bark, because you see who all had something to say. They had something to say. And Braver says status. Exactly. The men coming on. Thank y'all guys for coming in and chiming in and supporting my brother. Yeah, it's status. If you, and another thing about that word status, Braver, status is the clicks too.
Yeah.
If you're not who's who, or if you hadn't been, what's the word I want to say? If you hadn't been, okay, we're going to just say with click. And if you in that clique, because you know this person, people know this person, so I'm going to hang with this person. So you don't go outside of that. We got to stop that because y'all blocking people's blessings now.
You actually turn people away.
We are. Because, like I say, and I'm proud to say, I'm a black sheep when it comes to ministry, because I have been told, I couldn't get into some of these cliques. Not that I wanted to, but was told, you know, I'm too worldly and I'm all this. What? But we ain't gonna go there. So I understand that too. Bravel.
But what is worldly? That's their definition of worldly.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
But see, when you new in the church, or you knew people that come in the church and they knew and they really don't, they get in the grasp of how God loves them and how God moves in their life. That could turn them out. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful as Christians how we say things. Yep. We all was worldly.
Everybody has a past. Everybody. Nobody came out the womb perfect except one person that walked this earth.
Okay, let me see. What you mean is we know better now. We got older and find out that half of it was live. You talking about Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I was talking about him, but you remember the heavyset guy with the beard? He was flying up in the air.
Doozy, what's his name?
Druzy or somebody in there. But anyway, Drewski.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you know, I'm not going to say all pastors and churches are lies, but there's got to be a big gathering and revival, because it's more people that ain't going to church now than I have ever seen in my life.
I know.
Because I remember back in the day, if you said you wasn't affiliated with a church, honey, something was wrong with you.
Yeah.
You what?
Oh, yeah.
You don't go. What? But now people's like, nah.
People is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you was defined by your church now. So if you were connected to a church, people looked at you like, oh, yeah, you was a big son. Because you supposed to belong somewhere. So, yeah. So, but now it's more people out here, out in the world. They ain't going to church. And some of them ain't even looking at church online or nothing. People out here just struggling, trying to make it.
Bedside. Nobody going to bedside Baptist or nothing.
Nothing.
And I mean, I know the times we have now, you got people working on Sundays. You got people, their schedule might be the whole weekend. I mean, it's so many variables.
Well,
but you still have that core. You know what that core is.
But now, I'm going to take us all the way back. 3 things. You said the core. Grandmama. Nobody's pushing to go to church. That is gone. Okay. And then it was something else you said about, I don't know, I forgot it, y'all. I'm old. Yep, Drewski, Sammy. That's him. But, yeah, I mean, you don't hear, if you don't hear it or you don't see nobody going, then...
Well, what's the point of me going?
Oh, I know what I was going to say. 2020 did a doozy on us, and I think God was trying to reveal some things. Oh. And now it's revealed.
Laziness.
That some of laziness, but then some of us wasn't as holy as we tried to make the world think we was. We was just going to church because that's what you did.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But now we ain't have accountable.
What, that 1 year you weren't accountable for going to church? So now I guess I live my life now.
So yeah. And so now we're not even watching it on, you know, you would hear people say, oh, I'll be watching such and such online, and we're not even doing that, but you know. So people just really nervous about attending churches, and because of what people are revealing, like Drewski. You think them children ain't see that? And then you
And now it opened their eyes like, okay. Now they go to church every Sunday. Now they're looking, okay, now,
is he taking my tithes?
Yeah,
But you got to get the understanding of tithes. Tithes is not for the pastor. Now, you should give your tithes because God requires you to give 10%, just 10% of what you earn. Now, after you done that, whatever happens after that ain't your concern. But if the pastor ain't doing what he was supposed to be doing, it's going to be revealed.
That's like a homeless person came and you gave him $20. I can't tell you what to do with that $20. But once I give it to you, I've done my part.
You did your part. Your hands are clean.
Yeah. I go hold my head. I'm good.
Because I'm going to get my blessing when I get my 10%. Now, how he going to do the funds, what he going to roll off in?
It don't matter. It ain't got to be money. It could be anything. You know, you could have had a wreck. He could have kept you from anything.
Right. So, and I mean, the thing about it is that he revealed some stuff. And it's true.
It's true. Very true.
It's true.
Very true.
And so that ain't helping with getting the people back into the churches it's not even the churches for me. I want them to find Christ. Because if they find Christ, they're going to have a relationship with God. It is good to have fellowship with you, with your kind, far as the church. But I feel like if you have a relationship with God, God's going to lead you to where you need to be.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So that's what we first got to do.
One of my prayers every day is that those that don't know God, even those that do know God, can see Him through me.
There you go.
Well, I say us as a whole. As we all brothers, we all part of the body. I want others to see Him through us.
So when you go out to these people that don't know, they will see it in you.
And they ain't got to be talking about the Bible all the time.
No.
It can be who I am.
Right.
Hey, he's so nice.
Yeah.
He's so kind. I mean,
and they're gonna question. And if you see this person all the time, they're gonna start asking questions. Yeah. And that's your time where you can start ministering. And it ain't got to be bamming them over the head.
Yeah, it ain't got to be beating the Bible. And no, you don't got to do all that.
I will say it for you and Jamal Bryant, Lee's. I'll say it for you. And Jamal Bryant, what happened? Let me see. What'd you say? I don't know. Where'd it go to? It disappeared.
Yeah.
He must have. Sammy, did you take it down? Well, we know about Jamal. He got one of the biggest churches in. But I can say now, and I'm not down there, but I'm just saying what I see. I know he gives back to the community, but now you down there with him, Sammy. So I don't know. I don't know.
Ain't here, right? Yeah.
So I don't know. You know more about it than I do because you down there in the city with him. So yeah. So, okay. So what we're going to discuss now? Let me see. So, do you think, okay, I have a thing with the kids not wanting to work.
Oh.
I mean, okay.
I know. It ain't all kids. It ain't all kids.
No. And I think that check that came out for COVID that time, with the checks that it was getting for the ones that did work but couldn't work, and then they got those checks, a lot of them was making more than they were actually making when they worked. So do you think that has something to do with it? Because really, how are they living if they're not working? I don't understand.
Everything is so easy to obtain now. Food stamps. I don't know people that...
Well, they getting them cut off now. You can't get them like you used to.
Yeah, that's unchanged now. I agree with that. But just take it back a few years ago. I mean, I know people that was perfectly fine, no kids, and do anything they want to do, was getting food stamps. How?
They was getting them.
You know, you can get ABC vouchers. You can have all these kids. That way, I can't do this, so I'm getting vouchers for this. They make it too easy.
Right.
If you can make these kids, why you can't work?
Well, I just want to know now, why is it? Because when I was working with Chico's, and I was, would need to hire some people. Okay. I hire them. They come interview. They will want to make top dollar. Baby.
Ain't done nothing.
But you ain't never worked nowhere. So this will be your first job. I can offer you this. Okay. So they'll take it. They'll come work. They'll see what the work is about. Oh, that's too much work. And they would never show back up. Ain't done nothing.
Ain't done nothing.
So that was paperwork and all that we had to go through when really when I told you to pay, you weren't going
to stay anyway.
Mm-mm. And I don't know what has happened with the younger generation.
Like I said, I go back to the word accountability. There's no accountability. There's nobody.
But they want okay.
They want it.
Okay, let me just say that. Okay, you said no accountability, but they looking at these people on Instagram and
social
and they
Facebook,
living this life, but they don't even want to work to get it. Where they think they gonna how they gonna live like that?
Everybody want to be an influencer. Every time I turn around, somebody be an influencer. For what?
You said, okay, wait a minute, Sam. You said, I think people see it in me, but it's not holy. But they see it, they spoiled and entitled. Who the children spoiled and entitled. Well, yeah, they're spoiled. Some of them do feel like they're entitled. But my thing is they want this look.
This lifestyle, this look.
But how they think they're going to get it? From us?
But see, there are a lot of parents, too, make it easy on their kids. They will give them the world and go broke. Yeah, without making them earn it.
Oh, child. I just do not understand that. Like, I can be out during the day, like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, where everybody, pretty much be at work if you're working. Mm-hmm. And I just see young guys just walking around. Like,
well, can I say this? Hoping I don't offend nobody on this. And I've said this earlier. A lot of these young guys don't feel they have to do anything. And I'm speaking for the young guy side of it. Because these young women are giving what they want. Just to be part of that man. This dude can be 22 with 8 kids. And you trying your best to have a baby by him. Why? He ain't take care of the 8 he got. Mm-hmm. But you want to have a baby by him and still take care of him, give him your car to drive, go buy him his PS5, buy him clothes, buy him weed, buy him alcohol. You do all this stuff. Why?
Yeah, that hurts me. That really hurts me that my women, our ladies are doing it. And they are doing it.
There's no standard.
That's it.
I may offend people when I say that, but that's my truth. And
like I tell women, we need to quit always blaming the men. We at fault too.
Yeah. I give 50-50.
We at fault too. We at fault too. Yeah, because they can walk past you and they smell like they just straight up weed. And I'd be like, well, first of all, I guess weed must be easy to get. I don't know. But I'm just saying, why are you not working? I mean, why are you? And they're not working because of the way they looking. Yeah. They not didn't get off. Mm-hmm. You just know it. And I remember there was a time you could go through Anderson at 1 or 2 o'clock and it'd be nobody.
Nobody else.
Because everybody working. Mm-hmm. And the reason you probably out because you happen to be off that day.
Yep. Or your job is involved in you moving around.
Or you work a third shift or something like that.
Yep.
I don't know. That's what's going on. Aretha, you are so right. We are, what's the word that you said? We are not, we are enabling.
Enabling, yep.
So they don't have to go nowhere. Because I got, what they call them now? Old lady? No, my old lady at the house, she.
Yeah, old lady. That's one term I can't stand that.
My old lady, she, whatever. I don't know, y'all. Something has happened.
And then this fantasy of, on the other side of that, you have this women have this fantasy of a man supposed to take care of everything.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Now, if it's possible, yeah, that's cool. But, like me and Court both know, we both work.
Right.
We know how powerful we are if we both doing something. Now, if she was just pulling it or I was just pulling it, we couldn't do as much. You couldn't be as strong. You can be strong, but to have a nice life, we got to do this thing together and not be limited. That's the way I look at things.
Okay, I'm going to read what Sammy said, and then I'm going to chime in on that. Sammy Alpo Singleton. Y'all know Sammy Joe, OG from the West Side, baby. He going to be on my couch Next week, y'all don't want to miss it, 7 p.m. Y'all, I don't even know. I don't, yeah, and he coming out of Atlanta, so he coming for me, y'all, to sit on my couch. Y'all, I don't know if I'm able to sit on the couch with him, but I'm going to let him have the show. I'm going to let him, we're going to have a few questions, but I'm going to let him talk because there's some stuff that needs to be talked about, whether it's going to be raw and uncut. Ain't going to be no cussing or nothing, but we gonna get down to some stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to get down, and that's the only way you can figure out
That's
some
how
things.
you figure out issues. You got to be open.
Yeah.
And honest.
And back to what you were saying with that. Okay. The only thing with that is the way some men come at women, what you bring it to the table. Okay. I look at it like you do. If we're a couple and we have an understanding, because the more you put together, the better it's going to be. Then you worried about you getting over on me and me getting over. If you going in it like that, it's already messed up. Yep. It's already divided. Because you can't do that. Now, when my grandmama didn't work, but you could best believe that house and everything, and my granddaddy came home, he was a happy man. Okay? And he would give grandmama her money on the weekends, and she'll go to the grocery store and stuff, and then he can give her a little extra for what she want to do. Perfect. I mean, I know they had things, but perfect. It worked out for them. Okay, my mama and my dad, when they, same thing. My mama worked, my daddy worked. And we had a good life. Yeah. Because it wasn't nobody pulling. But now, my mama did tell me to always have your nest egg for yourself. No, not necessarily for yourself, but always have an account set aside. Now, a lot of women, moms probably told them, make sure you say you got your own little thing for something happen. But I can remember it was something had happened. I think my dad got laid off. It was something. But my mama had that nest egg. And she pulled from that next egg. He didn't know nothing about. And we was all good.
And see, that's the positive side of it.
And that's what I want women to understand. Okay, yeah, we got to always save a little bit for us. But be wise and think, because something could happen to your husband catastrophic, where those two incomes ain't gonna be two incomes no more.
It'd be one.
But because you don't put up like $50, $100 back, and he ain't got to know nothing about it, but he gonna be happy that when something happen and you gonna pull a couple of thousands of dollars to keep us afloat to whatever happens, he gonna be cheesy.
But also too, you gotta not go into that money savings mindset of
this mine,
or if he leave me, this is my money.
See, if you're going in like that already, it's already.
I'm a firm believer. I mean, me and Court hadn't done it yet, but I think we probably end up doing it. Okay, you got one account,
right?
So that's all your money gonna. But you have to have an account on the side. And the reason I say that, if I want to go buy her a purse,
you don't want to do it.
Exactly. Why would I pull money? Why you go to Coach and buy me a would you buy a Coach? It can't be a surprise no more.
Right.
It's the intention of this. It's still ours. Everything is still ours. Not what if this happened? What if you leave me? What if you can't think like that?
Now y'all, I ain't married, so all my money is my money. But my grandmother, which I consider a very wise woman, told me that. And even while she didn't work, she used to sew for people. They would pay. She always would put something back. And even when my granddaddy gave her stuff. So she had her stash, and she told me, always have some money on the side for a rainy day. Because you don't know what that rainy day going to be. You don't ever know. So anybody who looks for a good wife know how to, and kind of frugal and go save for a rainy day. Now listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to shop, but I'm going to have us a little rainy day account back there. Okay, Courtney said, amen, been there before. I preach that to all my female friends. Always be prepared. That's right, Courtney. It's not always, this is my money, so if he trip, I can, or if I want, it is your money. And
but if it's there, it's there for that.
That's right.
But if you go with that mind state, that's what it's for.
That's right.
Yep,
Grandma was right, girl. Grandma, that's right. And so I've always kept that. So, when you do, and I have an account now that I make sure I do not touch. So, I put a little something over in there, but it get hard because, I'm by myself, but whatever. But anyway, but what I'm saying is, women, if you love your husbands, and husbands, y'all, like you said, you got a little account where y'all get ready to do it. You'll have you a little account because you don't ever know what might happen. Because you don't know if Courtney got hers, or you don't know what's in Courtney's, or if you're going to know Courtney got one. Courtney could probably have one. You not know about it, but that's all good and well. But what I'm saying is if something happened that Courtney couldn't no longer work, or something happened, you'll have yours. Mm-hmm. But then she going to surprise you and say, well, baby, I
had this too.
I had this too. And y'all going to be good. We got to stop going into these marriages. Well, I got mine, so if he tripped.
But with that's my whole, with that mindset of, I'm ready to go. Or I'm ready. If
you already
doomed
in the wedding.
With that mind state, it's doomed from the beginning.
Right. You know? So we
I mean, me and Court both like to shop. We both like going on trips. We love life.
Right.
So I mean, we do what we got to do to make sure we both good.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's good.
And I know where I fail, where I fall, she can pick me up. Where she fall, that's our understanding. Mm-hmm. As a couple, we have no intention of ever separating again. I mean, separating period. Sorry, not again. We have no intention of ever departing each other.
Right. That's not in the vocabulary.
Yeah, never been.
Not in the vocabulary. But I have noticed that your generation and down, y'all men will get married. Y'all will get married. Yeah. Y'all will marry somebody. Mm-hmm. But it ain't a whole, and it's some men in my generation that got married. But I just see more of you guys. Y'all will get married. Y'all will have a wedding. Y'all will do all that. And I'm just wondering, what happened? Something happened. I mean, maybe they got married and then they don't want it no more. I mean, that's understandable. But don't be out here blowing women heads up and thinking, having her, because y'all know we're emotional. So we be thinking.
Men are logical.
Right. So we'll be like, oh yeah, he gonna, we've been together this long. While all the while, in your mind, you ain't planning on getting married. Mm-hmm. So I just wonder, I don't know, what happened? That generation got skipped.
Your generation?
Yeah. I mean, it was a few of us that got married, but most of us...
They become set in their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's because your generation would be from, when I say generation, the adult side of it.
Yeah, because we're considered generation, what are we? Generation X, yeah. Okay.
But see, your adulthood would be from, I would say, 88 to 96, maybe somewhere. No, not that far.
Gen X. Yeah, we Gen X, yeah.
88 to maybe 94.
Uh-huh.
And it's like they went through life, and everything changed between 94 to 2000. A lot of things changed. 2000 to 2010, a lot of things changed. So it's like you got set in that stage. Then I don't want to get out of it.
Well, I know that a lot of men, like my father, they went to war, whatever, and
it's also what you see, though. So
and then they had that cocaine and all that heroin epidemic, and men it was said that Generation X was supposed to have been X'd out.
Never heard that.
Yes.
Interesting though.
Yes, read up on it. But yeah, because we were supposed to. That's why when they introduced the liquor stores on every corner in the black community, that's when they put us in public housing. And then if you was in public housing, the man couldn't be there, because if the man was there, you couldn't be in public housing. So they separated us.
They made it. That's a system.
Yeah. So we didn't see. A lot of us didn't see our dads in the house. And if they didn't have to be responsible about being in the house, what you think they're going to do? They're going to be out there wild, single, and free. Mm-hmm. And so the guys in my age didn't see a lot of that. And I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them didn't. So they really didn't. They saw men come in and out of their mom's life. Not in a bad way, but she thinking she got a good one, and then he tripped and then go back, whatever. And so they didn't see
long term
and accountability. They didn't see the man coming in the house doing what he was supposed to do. Yeah. So I guess that's what it was. Hey Bobby, how you doing?
They also, too, in my opinion, too, like And I say this not to fit nobody, but you got those.
Y'all, he just fitting all y'all tonight, ain't it? I know he is.
As you see me on the street, just speak. I love everybody. But you got those women that use the kids as a crutch, or not a crutch, but
as collateral.
Yeah.
And y'all, like I said earlier, we women, we done messed up too. We can't put it all on them because we have done our part. And I mean, I've seen it. Well, if you don't such and such, you ain't gonna get to see such and such. You know what I'm saying? But we have done it. And but the thing I say about that, what we've done, let's change. Let's make a change. But but some women, they did that because they had to survive. And that's all they knew to do. I mean, if they didn't see no different, Raymond, they didn't know no different.
What you mean it's no different growing up, you mean?
Yeah, and okay. I mean, I'm going to hurt him because it's hurting me.
Hurt people.
That's right. So I'm going to keep your children from you. But you're going to pay me, though.
But one thing I've seen this too with black men, as soon as a woman says that, give up. Me myself, I didn't do that. I was kept from my kids for a month. But I went to their school without nobody knowing. Mm-hmm. I went by the house out waving. I made sure my kids knew I was still there.
Right. And like I said, we've had our hands in it too. And I remember saying to a friend girl, we screw our children up as parents. Some of us do. So, it's a domino effect. So we're going to have to start taking accountability.
That's a big word to me.
Yeah, it is. And we're just going to have to start taking accountability and being responsible, because women, we are quick to say men, da. But y'all know what? Some of us ain't hitting on 2 cents either.
Yeah, boy. Ooh.
I mean, let's just be real.
Ooh.
Let's just be real. I mean, we all probably done a little something. I know I have. But I've recognized it, and I have tried to change and rectify some things. Mm-hmm. But y'all, we can't put it all on the men, because we have got our hands in the mud as well. You talk about amen. What you want to say about that then, Wayne? Oh, it's 7:57. We just talk, ain't we?
I mean, what you just spoke on, I've experienced. I mean, I've been through a lot. Like I said, I've been through a whole lot that people don't know.
Yeah.
They know the nice Raymond that, can help anybody, doing things for anybody. But Raymond been through a lot.
Yeah, Raymond have.
So,
boy.
And I don't mind telling my story.
Yeah.
But,
and we ain't angels. Ain't none of us angels in it. But we just, I think sometimes our reaping, it comes back. And when it comes back, it ain't always.
Ain't always what you want.
It ain't going to be what you want at all. But y'all, I have had a time. I hope y'all have. Me and Brad, we just been talking. Now, we can talk, honey. Yeah. We can talk about and keep it going. Because that's never a problem with us. We'll get a conversation, honey.
It's all my life.
And I made him promise we weren't going to talk about our person up there in the White House.
Yeah.
We could talk about that, but we ain't gonna do it.
Just go to my Facebook page. All I can tell you.
Go to his Facebook page. But I am so honored to have you sit on my couch. The first male to sit on my couch.
Honored.
Y'all, it's been like pulling teeth. I don't know what the men think I'm gonna talk about. I just let them go.
Don't be scared. Just be open. I mean, this code you want to follow. Forget the code. Sometimes the
code ain't working.
It's not what's working. It's not working.
It ain't working because us women, we it's too many women out here that we got questions, and we're not trying to bash. We just ask questions. What's really going on in the culture of the black man? We just want to know, so that way we can see where we need to step in.
And then sometimes men mimic women. I mean, when I say, don't say mimic women.
We go
reel that back in, but like. I've said many a times, my wife goes on girl trips all the time. Girl trips. You don't see many guys going on guys trips.
Well, let me ask you a question about that, because I got a question, but I'm going to see what you're going to say. Do you think men should go on guy trips?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I said it, but you got to know your circle. I've been on one. We 3 of us went to Vegas. We walked the streets on Vegas. We sightseed, we ate, we talked, we tripped, we got on the plane, we came back home.
Okay.
There were no ulterior motives.
Okay.
Because if I know you got ulterior motives, I don't want to go because that's on my conscience. And I got to look at your wife or your girl next time we get together like nothing happened. No.
Right.
Don't pull me in there. I'm not going to do that.
Because I know a lot of women, that was posed to me too. And I'm in this group of women out of Charlotte, and we Zoom each other like every once a month, or sometimes maybe twice a month. But that had came up, and I know it's almost 8 o'clock out, but that had came up about men going on guys trips, and it being, one or two did stuff they weren't supposed to, and y'all all knew the wife or the girlfriend, and the man, one of the men, said what you said, but I got to come back because that's not what I signed up for, and now I got to come back and look at her, and knowing what her man did, so that's an ugly situation to be in. But man, y'all got to be accountable. Like, bro, now wait a minute. Yeah. But then again, like you said, you know your circle. Because if you know you got a friend who do that, I ain't going nowhere with you. Because you don't know how to act.
You barely go out to eat with me. Because, we're men, we're human. Just like women. You're going to see a woman, you're going to see a man. Oh, he look nice, or she look good. But that's about it.
Yeah.
I look at cars all the time. I love looking at cars. I ain't bought no more.
Well, you don't need no more.
But that's how it is. It's not, I guess you call it window shopping.
But that's growth.
Yeah.
That's growth.
And maturity.
These ain't the high school and college days no more. Because when you say I do, or if you're in a serious relationship with someone and y'all about to say I do, those things shouldn't be.
Yeah. Shouldn't be nowhere up here. Nowhere.
Well, y'all, we gonna get ready to close this thing up. But like I said, thank you, bro, for coming.
Love you, sis.
I got to ask you the question that I always ask my guests. What would you tell your 18-year-old self if you could tell him now? What would you tell him about what you've learned in life?
Be careful with your money, how you spend it, and what you do. Because I wasted a whole lot of money, messed up my credit so many times. And one of the main things, live life. I never lived life. I've lived life since I started living life in 2019.
When you met Courtney?
I met Courtney. Yeah. I'll be 50 years old in August.
Right.
So when I say live life, I tell my kids, go on vacation, go on your trips.
Go places.
Make sure your bills are paid first.
Right.
But go on your trips, have fun, enjoy life. Have a memory. A memory is something can't nobody take from you but God. Right. When I say God, you got diseases that can take your memory from you.
But I know what you're saying.
I have memory. I got stuff in my head now that can't nobody take from me.
That's good, Raymond. That's good.
I love it.
Yeah. Because our parents, they didn't do a lot of traveling, so we didn't see it.
Six Flags Carowinds.
That was it. Oh, we thought we done something. And maybe might get in Myrtle Beach.
Maybe. That's only 2 days.
Ooh, you ain't gonna be down there long.
You ain't going to all-you-can-eat buffet either.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
Mama cooking in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yep. So that's real good.
Yeah.
Okay, Deacon Blanding. So we gonna get you to pray us out. And we're going to go on and get out y'all way. But y'all, I've had a time. Y'all, my next 3 guests that are coming on, like I told you, Sammy Joe going to be here. He just done warmed up the couch for him. And by the end, it might not even be a yellow couch, y'all, because, honey, they coming with it.
Apple come real.
Oh, yeah, he going to come real.
Come real.
He going to come real, and I love it. And I hope y'all join us next week, same time at 7 o'clock. Deacon Blanding going to...
All right.
Pray us out.
All right, everybody. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this time. I thank you for this moment of fellowship. Dear Lord God, I ask again, Lord God, that others that don't know you, even those that do know you, can see you through us and everything that we do, Lord God.
Yes.
It's not about bamming their head with the Bible, Lord God, just showing love constantly, day after day.
Yes.
I ask for travel mercies to and fro, Lord God. I thank you for all that you do, all that you've done, and all that you're going to do in our lives. In your son, Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brad, for coming on.
You're welcome.
And Courtney, thank you for showing my man with me, okay? Okay. I love y'all all. See y'all next week. Have a good week. Bye-bye.